professionalism, starting late, disrespecting my clients.
Honestly, I expected nothing. I would have felt disrespected if you like said something nice
Well,
and
I'm
we were like,
consistent. I treat everyone
"Oh, I can't
poorly.
wait to see you later." I'd be like, "What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's
This is weird."
yeah. I don't
Like,
play
whoa,
favorites
somebody,
here. So I,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'm not what is it? All the edgy kids say. I'm not sexist or racist. I hate everybody. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah,
So
full.
yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way, honestly. Show up late,
That's so.
disrespecting client. Actually, here's the thing: if you're technically a client, so I can call you a client now, right? Like that's
Oh
not a,
yeah. Well, okay, all right, yeah. You can't
so,
wait. But listen,
sharing
Chilo.
the
Like,
okay,
I assume
okay,
you're late because you just got done with your meeting with Blizzard devs 39 through 48, talking
mm-hmm.
about the next chill
Yeah.
plan.
Season
So
29,
like,
they're gonna have like 14 new heroes released within the same period of time, and there's
oh
gonna
my
be six
God.
new maps. Yep, and it's gonna be 4v4
I'm
now. The tank role is gonna
I'm
be
more excited for
exploded.
season 21 when the Dark Wizard's being dealt with.
Well, that's gonna be season 22, but that's just between
No,
you
it's
and
not.
me.
Gavin told me it was a season 21.
Well, Gavin doesn't know what he's talking about, frankly. Like
Are you?
he's not
Oh my
he's not in the
God.
inside track.
I guess Shiloh knows better than Gavin.
I don't know if Gavin knows everything. So, okay. Just a chill conversation. I don't know what kick you'll be on. All right, what's the kick now? What's the plan today?
Uh, I honestly.
Yeah, this screenshot's bogus. This is totally
Oh,
photoshopped.
come
This
on. It says season 21. I guess these might be. Maybe they had to delay it a bit.
lots of lifesteal and vampirism. Yeah, see that's the thing though. Is lifesteal's not happening until 2027, so he's literally just making it up.
Oh, okay.
His
Okay.
timing is either he's
Um,
completely misinformed or he's lying.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I thought, unfortunately, I did obviously back when I booked this session, I did
Yeah,
not do the math and plan ahead to determine when the season 16 mid-season would be,
get fricked.
and the code wipe. So and then I actually like unironically I've been sick this week, so I didn't play a lot of Overwatch. I played a bit.
Mm.
Um, I actually have a couple codes that are kind of nice. I was
Yeah,
literally
shit.
thinking, oh man, wouldn't it be funny if I brought in the Hazard code? But I did not play any Hazard.
Okay. The worst timing. It
Um,
really is funny the timing. I'm not. Did you see that I actually have a Torbjorn VOD now, as of like 2 days
wait,
ago?
what?
No, and it's Grandmaster. It was a great VOD too.
Holy,
Yeah.
that's
So
that's
like
pretty funny.
the day before I announced the public coaching thing, I get a Torbjorn VOD. I'm like, what are the odds? So, but hey, I'll take it.
That's pretty good. I don't know. I kind of thought I'd bring in the support.
Yeah.
Just, classic, big ol'.
Yeah.
This was from I did last night, even though I wasn't feeling well. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, can you ring for like his Face It team's warm up?" And I was like, "Okay,
Yep.
sure." So I went in. This is like a relatively higher
Hang on, I gotta check here. Keep
sorry
talking about
lobby, probably a bit higher than like even like where I'm normally at. I
Sure.
think like I know like their fray at least was like probably like close to GM or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So like low mid masters probably somewhere around there.
no, like okay, but okay, I mean like actually, but yeah, I would say like probably like on average it would be like mid to higher masters.
Makes
I mean I
sense.
am M3, and I was probably one of the. I think the tank players I had would have a guess were probably a bit low. I feel like this always happens. I see teams with like, and the tank players are just like not like they're like a couple of ranks below. I guess probably just because of the math on how that works.
Yeah, it's also like competition for the role as well. Like because I think tank players having an IGL and a smart player is so important that
That's
you
true.
can kind of like it's like a very secret. You can kind of get away with not grinding ranked if you still bring the intrinsic like intangibles to the
Yeah, I
to the field.
know. Like my team, I know Fainter there is like he's M3, M2.
Yep.
Static Dreams, like that guy's GM.
Yep.
Or like M1, like right around there. Buster, I think is M5.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like a relatively sort of the full Masters range, I guess you could call it.
Yep. Okay. Makes
I don't think
sense.
this game was very good. I got home from work and I logged on. It was like, ah, yeah, sure, I'll play it for an hour for you guys till you get your actual player.
Okay.
Um, but
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Any just general questions, playtime, what your goals are, questions about
um,
aligning your goals with what you're doing. I mean, I don't know. You know the kind of questions that I would ask, and this is like an open panel
yeah,
here essentially. So
um, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have any real questions that like I can't like I could look at most things and be like I could probably answer this on my own in my own time. I like to think I'm a decently intelligent individual, even though some people here may
Some
disagree.
people in quotes.
But,
Quote,
I
unquote,
like to think
people.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, people, yes, yeah, more like sheeple.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
um, I don't know. I mean, like I play a fair amount when I'm like in grind mode. Like I haven't played a lot recently because it's been the end of the season, like end of spring, and I've had other real life priorities. But
Okay.
I
Fair
don't know. I
enough.
think I understand my practice
Okay.
routines fairly decently
Sure. Sure.
and
All
stuff.
right.
So I'm not like super.
Let's take a look then. I mean, it'll be interesting because obviously, like Freya dive definitely changes the dynamics
Yeah,
of this matchup
I
a
have
little
not
bit.
played a lot against Freya, and I realized playing. I actually haven't played like support much this season.
Right.
Like I have not played against very good Freya
Yeah.
players yet. And I playing against the guy, I was like, okay, I have to like like I playing against the guy, I was like, man, I miss Widowmaker because at least I know where the Widow's gonna stand
Well,
roughly.
yeah, that's the thing. I was like just about to make that analogy. So this really gives vibes of like uh early mid even later 2022 Gibraltar Overwatch League season 5 whatever Widow Tracer. Very similar. Where you have to be calculated about your peaks, right? Like when and where
Mhm.
you're peaking. You
Yeah,
can't give away free deaths. I mean, we watched a little bit of the Ultimates match on Tuesday, and like legitimately some fights, just because Twilight was a bozo and peaked at the wrong time, he just loses the fight, right? And like
yeah. I was
that's
thinking about this too.
you
Like
know,
literally, if you'll see our first point defense basically just breaks. 'Cause I like wide swing like slightly too far, and like the Freya comes up somewhere like weird. She comes upstairs and just like two taps me across the map. I'm like, okay. Like first of all, like I can be like a bitch and be like, ah, what a broken OP hero. And it's like, yeah, maybe, but like also like, but like why? I just need to like pay attention at all times to where she is. So I'm like, oh, where can she shoot me from
yep,
if I
yep,
peek here?
yep, 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 exactly.
'Cause
Okay.
I honestly like I know people are going to complain about the two tap, but I feel like they're just going to keep the two tap in and let like the other things get
I
nerfed
think they
around
will
her.
too.
So
I
it's
think
like
they will too. Yeah, I think they will too.
probably
I
best to
think
just start getting used to it.
yep, agreed. So a lot of what your rotations here is like everything is demanding you to hit your tempo. So
Yeah, I
when you
agree.
find that rotation, when you find that peak, whether it's a couple of pot shots, whether it's a sleep dart, whether it's an anti-nade, the good news is that Winston is such an unbelievable threat here that you kind of require your Brigitte to play with you as long as he's a threat. The the good news because of that is because you can basically throw whatever you want. You can throw a nade, you can throw a sleep. There's no real risk here. So, and that's a responsibility here. So, like right now, I know you've been burned, but this moment, like you have to be landing anti-nade and or rotating as a result. This is a panic. This is a panic. This is a
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
forgetting I have a Brigitte with me and this nade is not near good enough. It's not that nading Winston is bad. It's just that there needs to be actually punishment on the Winston for this. He needs to be naded and then you need to be walking forward and shooting his brains out.
Instead of walking backwards. Mhm.
Right, exactly.
This
And
name
so
needs
if,
to give him space.
so how can we extrapolate this to rank? Like I guess the point being is that like how many resources do I have? Okay, so then I need to be playing like you have a mercy pocket right now.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
You know? So like you have a responsibility to do more in terms of the pain and hurt that you cause others, right? I mean, that's like me with Pepper, right? Like, so I have a responsibility to hurt others as much as I possibly can. So because I have that good support system. So I mean, that's why I'm so good at, hurting others and hating in the way that I am.
I don't
but
know
yeah,
why
I mean,
dropped her. I was panicking.
yeah, I mean, it's just panic. And then, there's the Freya threat in the back of your mind, right? It's like, oh, I can't peek here anymore. So I need to rotate out and find a different angle. But obviously, yeah, dropping is not the solution. I really do think beyond Freya, there needs to be a little bit more gumption from you here, right?
I'm trolling a lot.
Yeah, there needs to be more.
I'm like sleepy. I'm sleepy at the wheel.
Yeah, that's okay. And obviously, I'm just the symptom guy right now. Like you're going to be the one who's diagnosing what's kind of going through your head at this point in time. I don't hate this rotation. It's earned. There's no real threat here. Winston's crucially, the crucial threat is that the Winston is not really in a position to punish you, nor is that Ana Brigitte controlling space from them anymore. So there's no one to hurt you in transition. So it's really hard for me because I'm like, I've coached this mirror on this map so many times that I'm like, I have to be careful not to skip steps and explain things. So if I ever say anything that doesn't make sense.
I mean, I know this mirror a lot.
Okay. I guess my concern though is that like, how often is this going to happen in ranked, you know? So I don't just
it
want to be
happens a lot. Most times I see Gibraltar, it's like Ana Brig Winston, or it's like at least some level of Ana.
That's good then. That's
Winston.
good. That's good.
Yeah, this is
your tempo right here.
I don't think I've looked for anything. Yeah, I agree.
This is your tempo right there. So and you and I both know we've both put hours in Freya. So like she can't do what she does right now for a good 70 seconds, right? So this is your window, right? Regardless of whether you know where backline was or not, this is your window right here. So if we look at her cooldowns, she's down a dash, she's down updraft. Your window's now. You must go now. You kind of see it, just dumping.
Yeah, it's right there.
Just dumping, right? And you even have
like unnecessary.
Yeah, and I do think that like, okay, that's all the information you need there. We need to go. There's your mercy pocket, right? Why are we saving nade?
I don't know how anywhere to throw it. I guess I don't know.
Right, but you do. You see it?
You think I can hit it there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, you can. Absolutely.
Guess so.
You have to.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to trust yourself, right? There's the bank right here. Merry Christmas. 1, maybe 2, 3. For you. It's your responsibility. Yeah. Because that's not a problem anymore, right? So then there's the mercy pocket. Ignore him. There you go. Just took you too long. That's all. Good. Drop the point here if I were you, or, well, yeah, no, this is fine. Because what you could do is you can drop the point and rotate the server, or you can go for the more greedy thing here. This is fine too, though.
I was thinking about here. I was thinking about this in the moment. I was like, okay, normally I go to server, but I actually feel like in my mind, I was thinking, okay, Freya technically has no fall off, so server is almost more deadly, like against her, than it would be like if they were playing Ashe or something. I was like, this is like kind of harder for her to come fight me on.
It's more about you just choose which angle that she's allowed to peek you on, and then change your angle depending on the situation. But I honestly don't think it matters that much. This is still useful.
I was feeling this angle was almost like harder for like I don't know.
I agree. No, I agree. It's just about measuring your threats here, right? Like this is a lot more risky versus Nano Winston, but also you're looking at the payload and going, he probably has to deal with cart, so I can get away with this. I have both CDs. All I demand of you is to be cognizant about your CDs in terms of what the enemy team is doing. But you've seen jump, you've seen bubble. You can now use your cooldowns for free. You're just too slow in the nade. That's all. So like whether it's backline or whether it's the Freya, yeah, right here, bam, has to be nade or taking the nade here, blind nade or on cart has to be. There has to be a punish here for that. There just isn't a punish. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't anything done there offensively off of that position. You chose a high risk position. You knew it was high risk and did jack all with it, right?
Yeah.
So frankly, your death is meaningless here if you get a good nade or get a couple of good shots in. It's meaningless. It really is. Frankly, I also am not a big fan of your Brigitte playing with you. Once you've seen Bubble and Nano used on cart, your Brigitte should drop. You have Sleep Dart. She's protecting somebody that's not doing anything, right? Like we're mercy pocketing.
Story of my life.
We're mercy pocketing the gold hit scan is what we're doing right now. So,
well, hang on. Flat.
There it is. There's your tempo. There it is. It's fine. There's bubble. Frankly, I would go back and peek this again, just because you have information on where Freya is, and you can time it around your hazard. But this is also fine.
Yeah, I actually think that is better. In retrospect.
Just because this isn't, I guess the point is like this isn't safe either, you know, because it's choke, right? So you've played Freya, right?
It's
What are
actually
you gonna
quite
What are you gonna
powerful.
do here? What are you gonna do here? Right? Like you're just gonna vomit bullets into that choke over and over and over and over again, and or
Yeah.
ult it, right? So
It's so hard too, because like if you're like, oh, I can like wait the bullets out, but then it's like, oh, I have to wait for it to explode when it
Yep.
lands here.
Yep. You can't
And then
wait
like,
a
okay,
bullet
now
out.
I can
You
walk.
can't
It's like,
wait
oh,
a
there's another
bullet out.
bolt
Right.
coming in.
Right. Exactly.
It's
So
so annoying.
it
trying to get to the
feels like
door.
a lot of your attention is going onto Freya right now, but the problem is that you're so fixated on not dying to
Yeah.
Freya double tap
I'm not
that
the solution.
you're not finding right exactly, and you're not finding windows when she's not doing anything, and that there is a window for you to do something. And so we're like consistently putting out fires.
Yeah, I'm avoiding a problem, but I'm not solving.
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
that sleep. Genuinely, I went to nade, and then for
yeah.
some reason, my body is like, oh.
Well,
wrong
it's just the
button.
pressure that you're under, right? Like you're under a lot of pressure right now, and so you're doing really stupid things. I mean, I've done the same thing a million times. So as much as it pains me to say that, because usually when it comes to Ana, I make zero mistakes.
I know, yeah.
Sure. Questionable from him. This is just more like ult tracking. Like if you see him doing this, I wouldn't nade it. Like right here, just shoot. Just shoot. And the
yeah, you want
major,
one defensively?
yeah. Well, nah, I
was
don't
trying
know.
to nade, like, defensively
yeah,
here, but-
it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to nitpick it too hard. It's unfortunate. Good discipline with the nano. Definitely doesn't feel necessary, and yeah, it's fine. You could have nanoed there just to be safe, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
But they already used their primal, so they don't. Really
Yeah.
Unless Freya just like kills 3 people, which I mean, Hero can do that. Like,
Well, she's
Unlikely to
uncontested,
lose.
right? When she's uncontested, and she's got a really good matchup versus. That's the weird thing about Freya dive. It's like you can punish her, but she can also like. I mean, she has good matchups versus Ana versus Brig versus Tracer in many ways with the verticality and so on. So
oh man, I'm using the troll.
this is just trolling. Don't force a rotation. You know, it really.
Yeah.
It seems like you're obsessed about compressing your sightlines versus the Freya. That's kind of what I'm getting the vibe of.
I would agree. I think I was kind of over expecting. Like I was,
Right.
I was just so much avoidance and just
Yes.
a little like I can fight you.
Remember,
sometimes.
if she's babysitting you 24/7 on your angle, first off, she can't do that because she will run out of bolts eventually. Secondly, think about how much less pressure that puts your Venture, Hazard, Tracer, everybody else under, right? She can't just dump. And remember, when you're playing Ana, the difference between you and Freya is you only need to peek once to do your damage.
yeah.
You find your window with nade, and then you don't give a frick how much more attention Freya throws your way. You'll just take a conservative angle and pocket cart. And I will also point out here, you don't have Mercy Pocket. And you're acting as if you do.
Yeah, because my Brig was pushing far for a brief moment. Also, in my mind, I thought, oh, maybe I can there, but they're just set up.
Yeah,
I'm not,
yeah,
like,
you're
expecting their
set
setup.
up. You got 2 people in spawn. Freya has her full tempo, full cooldowns on you.
It's actually such a troll for like the larger macro too.
Yep, I'd swing left
Oh,
here.
like now we're actually like stuck at these doors. We're just never getting out.
Yep, I would definitely swing left here again. Just because of where your team is applying pressure. It's bubble. Like, you can ego this. You can't ego this for long, but you can ego this. Like, you've been in this position as Freya, right? It's not
Yeah.
free low. It's not free low. Like,
No.
it's
It's always
Peeker's
so much better
advantage.
when you're like shooting. When you need to aim when you're aiming at the door first. It's like
Yeah.
it's insane. But like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
Diana's peeking that side. Like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate timing with her getting your Freya, but like, there's a window there.
No. Yeah, I agree. I think at this point I was like, I was starting to think like, what if I just try shooting her more?
Yeah.
Um,
That's often a good solution.
Fortunately, I'm awful.
Well, that's okay. I can't relate, but that's all right. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, obviously
look
you
at
would
that.
hit all 5 of the shots.
I would. You look at this, and to be honest, yeah, good. Do better next time, right? I think you can even look at this and be like, I don't really have a good nade angle or vision, so then I'll just nade myself and just win the duel, right? It's fine.
Yeah.
And then you can sleep Winston here if you're on your toes and play this better mechanically, and then just
guy can
drop,
just-
run
yeah,
away,
I
and
agree.
yeah.
No, it's almost winnable.
Yeah. That was just mechanical
This
execution.
is slightly
diff.
different. The whole thing works.
Yep, agreed. As opposed to kind of what you're doing on first point, where it felt like there wasn't execution.
I'm asking them to mess up in order to win.
Correct. Definitely would be leaning left here again. I know what the intention is here. It's like, let's get inside right, but you can't.
I know. I didn't think
it's bait. It's bait. Like we've seen this when we played pro play. Like you can get your inside right here, but you could only do so when you get pressure up top, right? Yeah. I don't think you going inside right is bad if you have the space and
it's
time
so
to do
hard
so.
for Hazard to like contest that shit.
Right. Yeah, it's just like.
But actually, there's a secret power.
Yes, he's the John Stone. So. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, this is why it's so important to at least. I would go as far to say I would bait a rotation, take a couple of pot shots, and then wait and then go.
Try to get nade out.
Because if you get a bola bolt bubble nade, I really wanted to say another B word there, but I couldn't think of something that rhymed with nade. Biotic. You know, like you. Can't, this is misery.
Especially with the biotic bounce.
Biotic bounce, bola, bubble, baby bird's balloon. You know, like you're kind of screwed here.
Yeah, maybe some brig attention.
Brig attention, yeah. Big boops. Burning blinks, you know what I'm saying? They get in there.
Yeah,
can't forget that one. Yeah, big burn from Ash.
And Ash, right? Yeah. If they get the enemy to go back to spawn and swap Ash, that would be a lot of.
That's true.
Time wasted.
It's okay. Yes, sure. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. This was good. Took some space, a little bit of confidence. This is like, okay, this is like the rule for Overwatch, right? The rule is educated confidence, right? Educated confidence. The problem is that, and I do the same thing, right? We try to, like, when we say educated, we always set the bar way too high. Like, I need to track her cooldowns, I need to track nade, I need to track bubble, I need to track Frey, I need to do this, and I need to not position the open. I think the key thing here has just been either catching Freya off guard or paying attention to updraft cooldown with when you're peeking. And if you could do that, that's good enough. Like, if you think about it, because especially you've had the Mercy pocket, Winston really hasn't been a factor. Normally, you're always paying attention to like bubble timing with when your peaks, but it's just not really been a factor or a problem. It's not the most important thing right now. It's not the most important thing.
Trying to hit me a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it just isn't really a problem here. So if you went into this engagement, we're strictly only trying to outthink or out-strategize the timing of the Freya in terms of when you're peaking and when you're rotating and when you're nading, and then just allowed yourself to trust yourself to take those engagements fine, I think you would have had one more death to Freya than you have now, but you would also have capped second point with 3 minutes.
I agree.
You know? So it's like, stop trying to deal with everything at the same time. Play confidently, play aggressively, while you fixate on the most important variable, which is probably Freya right here. And that, if you want to hang your hat on anything, that's going to be
like, it's actually kind of my job to deal with her too.
It is, right? And
my Freya is never going to like get in a position to fight her.
Correct. It's directs or nothing. Stuffed. It's directs or nothing, right? So much harder. But I think like this is a good general rule for just any hero that you're playing, right? Like, do confident, do aggressive, be the solution, as you were saying earlier, while you fixate on the one thing, whatever that one thing is. Yeah. So many times it's like so easy to just like be kind of like paralyzed by inaction because you're incapable of tracking all the variables that you feel like you should be able to track.
I don't track anything.
Right, you're not tracking anything because you're trying to track everything.
People ask me what ultra I have, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
All of them.
Hazard is not a good choice here. I'm still gonna like, it's so freaking hard to play with a Hazard and versus a Hazard, or versus Hazard.
I am like so lost in the sauce here. I'm like not cognizant of like danger at all.
So a couple of things here. Your heal botting, yes, partially, but also there's two variables here that are important. Okay, if you want to highlight the most important variables during the ult track, one is primal.
It was nano.
The other is nano, right? But also the other thing is that you're not mercy pocketed anymore.
Yeah, my brig was doing something silly.
So now Winston's more important than Freya.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at this on a fight-by-fight basis, you could be like, what's my biggest threat, right? Again, to use the Freya analogy, because you've been playing a lot of her recently, Tracer, major threat sometimes, right? And then completely irrelevant other times. based off of how you're set up or how you're positioned around the map, right? You know how that's the case. Like Dorado first point, right? Not really a huge issue, but then you get to third point, and all of a sudden you really got to like where's Tracer, where's Hitsuki, and so on. Your Brig's no longer with you. The Winston is primal. You're looking uphill. Winston's the #1 threat, not Freya.
Yeah.
Just like in second point, Freya was priority. First point, Freya is more priority because of what you were dealing with the Winston. So what's your priority? And when we talk about like how to deal with a threat, it's not even necessarily like cooldowns in terms of like sleep dart, natal. That's true. It's more about like where is this Winston right now?
Spacing, yeah, attention.
Yeah, right, exactly. Where is this Winston right now? So how should I position around this guy? You know, and just simply moving to here and or getting off of cart here would have been the difference between life and death, or at least a very slow death, as opposed to a very quick and painful death. Because even if you sleep dart this, you're probably dead either way.
I'm still dead.
Yeah, you're probably dead.
I can't walk anywhere in the 3 seconds where like I'm not gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is a fun sequence.
I'm ready for it. What the fuck?
I actually think I was thinking about this. Obviously, they're like this is like a really high aggressive, like, oh, we're just gonna take our rally and like go super fast into the enemy spawn. But I just can walk out left.
Yeah,
and I actually want to walk out left to get like longer sight lines so I can gather information.
Yeah,
rather than like getting myself into this corner where like I'm just like setting myself up to be hit anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, you also didn't hit yourself with your nade either, so you're not getting heal boosted on your armor packs. And then you also had chip damage here, so it's like, I mean, I don't know, it shouldn't work. You guys didn't scout this as a team well. You guys didn't respond as a team well. And once again, like the Hazard's not going to do anything about this either because he's going to chase the Tracer and do nothing to the Tracer. So. I see this little backline in there. They're thinking, oh my gosh, your pig has been slept so many times. Yeah, you're cooked.
You ignore my nade on that box though, like.
Wait, what?
You didn't miss my nade on that box? I fucking failed to jump up the stairs because I didn't.
Well, I see. I'm cutting you some slack. Yeah, I'm cutting you some slack. I'm being friendly for once in my life. I think like a little too much paranoia here. Track the priority threat and still be part of the solution, even if you fail miserably, because at least you're moving towards the direction that you should be going to. And don't let the multiple different threats be a problem, because in reality, there just generally isn't multiple different threats most of the time. It's usually just the one, the one thing that you have to worry about. Tracer's not a problem here. Ana's not a problem. Nade's not a problem. Not as much of a problem as Freya. So that's updraft. You don't know this, but you should be looking for it.
Yeah.
I don't hate the nade here, but this is absolutely deserves it.
I think it is a much better angle.
Absolutely deserves it, right? Oh, Freya, don't care. As long as you know that she's there and you play around it, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that's the one thing where it's like, yeah, like I kind of miss Widowmaker because at least I know where you are, but also like, oh, I can peek you still.
Yeah, and then you're giving her this rotation too, right? Like she's going to be able to take this rotation.
Especially on like a corner where it's like, oh, if you like use your dash to like get a second shot, you either like swing wide or you just like leave.
Correct. And this is just, you kind of use sleep. You did hit the nade there. That's huge. You guys are marking cart really early, but it's not bad if there's nothing else to do. Yeah. Should hit. I don't know if it did.
It does.
Nice. Juicy. Winston should get punished for that. Stop healing your brig. Start shooting the bubble.
Yeah, I know. I am like I always think it's like nobody can connect with this Winston here because they're all stuffed in a box in a corner, and it's like I'm being
well.
So
I'm gonna say it again. Not naming names here, but. Why, what the frick was that? There's no wall here. This doesn't get the slash. Yeah, there's no stone, and he loses a cooldown trade besides the 3-man anti-nade. I mean, I'll also say as well, I'm curious what your Freya was doing at that point too. Frick, my Chungus life.
Lester's the GOAT.
That's a
Just not
Spylo
always.
moment right there. That's a Spylo moment right there.
Well, at least he's taking the he's filling the space.
Yeah. Filling the space. I mean, that's true, actually. You did get an angle off of it. I'll say that. I'm just so pleased that you actually did the right thing for once in your life, and I'm just depressed that it wasn't immediately. I mean, you are going to win this fight, so... Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's fine.
Don't worry, I'm never gonna hit another nade.
Okay, I trust. Yes, rotate, check. I mean, I would just nade first, you know? But shoot nade, but I guess you want to make sure that you... I guess if you have the wall, I guess it works?
Yeah, that was the kind of the idea there.
Got it, okay.
I knew that I knew he was about to be back.
Got it, I see, I
He
see,
could
I
block
see.
the guy in.
Good shot. Feel a lot more comfortable because, you know, obviously defense, but
Nobody's
still wanna
looking at
highlight-
me a lot of times. I'm finding it's almost like on attack. Like sometimes it feels like people are looking at you more when you're trying to attack, and it's like, they just like, kind
it
of forget
can be.
about you.
Well,
in
they have the better
defense.
vantage point for it, right? Like, it's a lot harder to
Yeah.
land the anti-nade. It's a lot harder to get the angle. Your Freya has the defender's advantage. Like, we always know how that goes with Freya, too. So it's like, just like right now, Freya's after you, right? But then she's gone. So then you need to peek now, and you need to look for anti-nade.
Need to shoot something.
That nade needs
I
to
looked
hit.
for something.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Wait.
I think I'm a better.
Oh, I really wanted to go into the drink. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hoping.
I've lost. Yeah, I'm too creative.
Yeah, and
I'm like, I can hit this bridge. If
so let's highlight when you actually die to the Frey here, because I think it's important.
it's so like
You
we've
lost
already
her.
lost, kind of.
You lost her.
We lost her,
Well,
and also
You whiffed your cooldown, right? That's the cool thing. Like, you didn't peek this to land an anti-nade. You peeked this just to pop some Winston. You didn't know where she was. You didn't have any cooldowns, and you weren't even full HP.
it's like all like.
I think you would have lived
Yeah.
there. I think you would have lived if you were full HP.
Oh, absolutely. I get a brig pack here, but it's just
Yeah,
like
you could
too
see it. You could see it.
slow.
It's trying. Yeah. That sucks.
I also would have lived if I had an anti-nade, but like, you know, I don't know what happened to that.
Wait, what is
Hold
going
on, you know what? I had a
Wait,
vision.
wait.
I had a vision. I swear, he was like there a second ago.
Oh, this is the extended part of the rally. I see. I was so confused. Why is your brig rallying in spawn? Never mind.
Listen, it's powerful. I almost caught him. I almost caught that guy too.
Yeah. Can have
I
a
was-
whole
if I
trophy
actually did
room
any
for just
of
the almosts.
Yeah. Oh, see, I got baited rally.
All right, so this is when you need to sleep like Freya and just dunk on her, you know? Oh my days, the buzzing.
It
Okay.
would be a nice thing if I had sleep, right? But unfortunately, I didn't get my
The
sleep
bubble,
cooldown back
yeah,
from
yeah,
my spawn,
yeah.
right?
I mean, you needed a shield break there, I think, so.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I needed a drunk rat.
Could we get more damage, please?
Yeah.
We're healing. Okay.
I'm very scared of this Freya lady right now.
Yeah.
However, I know he doesn't have primal.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's okay. That would have
I mean, I
hit.
should have trusted the whip, honestly.
No, easy
feel like-
to hindsight that. Easy to hindsight that. I think it's okay.
I
That
actually
sucks.
don't know how my nade doesn't hit that guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
It's like back, like the bubbles. Like, so
Was it the
perfect, like-
frame of the bubble? Must have been the frame. Yeah.
I
it's
guess
like
the bubble
frame.
does come up just before.
Yeah, it's
Oh
the
my
frame, and he
God.
steps outside. Yeah, that's a bummer.
You know what? No, that Winston's just the best player in the world. That's Grexy.
very
That's
well
Fearless
calculated.
right there.
Guxu.
Fearless smurfing on NA.
Guxue.
A hazard. That one
Yeah.
kind of did a weird thing there.
Yep. Hazard is
that one-
cheeks versus this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I can think of 3 better tanks just off the bat.
Well, I think Diva was banned. I think this guy doesn't play Winston. I don't really know. I
Got
don't know
it.
his
All
pool
right,
very
fair
well.
enough.
I think he is an off tank mostly though. So
Yeah, fair enough. Sure. Should be in a punishable position. You should be able to get primal out
Okay.
or something.
My Freya, I think it was Freya. Hazard had said just nano the first guy Winston jumps, and I was like, okay, no problem. My Freya will expect this to happen and can blow this guy up. But then, unfortunately, I think he did not. He forgot that I was doing that.
Well, it's just we don't have updraft here, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, that's probably also it.
And then he disengages post nano, and so then now he's not in a position to even force.
Yeah, I know.
I see the vision. I see the vision.
It's not. It's not. I mean, it's not perfect. It would force primal without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you should get some space out of that too.
A better world.
Like your Hazard does get staging off of that, I believe.
Fortunately, he's getting bullied by the.
I will say again, like it feels like very, very passive from you. Like I don't think you're not going to get
walk forward at some point.
It's impossible to land anti-nade here as opposed to some of the first and second points, or maybe you can from a distance. Here, I don't see how you're going to land anti-nade from here. So
I don't even know what I'm afraid of because like it's not like. It's like Winston solo jumps me and then like
yeah, you should be walking forward. You should be vacating the space here and then even looking in for a tight angle there. Pressure on Tracer, shots on a Tracer. Bait the Winston on top of you, nades, sleep dart, defense yourself.
I'm trying not to be a problem, but I'm in the process. I'm like not a solution.
Correct. Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be like you guys just don't have any space. So I feel like this is going to be it.
Yeah, it's gonna just be a defeat.
Yeah, you just shove into a blocker. Yeah, you guys are fricked. Okay, yeah, I want to highlight the big thing is just being proactive, taking space, taking angles, looking for opportunities while factoring in that one variable as much as you possibly can. That one variable is the key thing. Instead of trying to kind of manage everything, try to just focus on what you can control. Right? And the one thing that you can control, which in this situation is going to be consistently Freya, and others is going to be Sombra. It's going to be, it just depends on what hero you're playing at that point in time.
What if I want my role to be easy mode?
Well, you're playing the right one for that. So, but I would recommend just scrimmaging it at a lower SR. Keep scrimmaging, keep setting the bar lower until you're hurdling it by just walking. That's the key thing.
Hey, I scrim 4K normally.
Yeah, 4K, right. Love that.
It's true.
All right, what's next?
Send you Ilios.
Ilios. Or a quick play game. I love that actually.
How many? No. This is actually the map before Gibraltar. I think it's about the same.
Sure.
I honestly think like everything we just talked about is the same, except for I play Kiriko a bit more here, and I am a troll. I've decided I'm terrible at this hero. I should never play like Kiriko again.
Okay. You should be shot at dawn.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think like I'll already say like I think everything about this map is like the same issue. I'm just like I'm like so focused on one threat or thinking about them that I lose track of like where the other actual threat is at the moment.
That's fine.
And I'm like, oh, I die to the real guy because I'm like, oh, you were a threat like 20 seconds ago, and it's like, oh, I'm still thinking about you.
Yeah. So let's watch through that and see if that's accurate or not. So first things first, I just think like whenever you're running a comp like this, I don't see any reason why not to rotate to high ground and get some.
Agree.
And
I should have.
This is a dry rotation. Like you start here, and then you just kind of take the information and then do what you do with it. Like you're not static necessarily, but you are starting here and then making your decision from that.
Yeah, I agree. I should have just gone there. I was thinking about that, and then I was like, I don't know. I'll just walk out this way. Just some chill.
Because like you don't really have vantage point for offensive threat, nor are you in a defensible location, right? So like if you're here, you're gonna die, but you're gonna hurt people. If you're here, you're gonna die, but you're gonna hurt people potentially. Here, I don't know what the upside is. And remember, you are mercy pocketed right now. I don't know if I necessarily agree with Fainter's position right now. I'd probably be leaning more towards the left here to defend the Winston and keep LOS on my DPS. But my point being is that you do have help, and you're not playing as if you have help.
I've stuffed myself into a box.
Right. There's bubble.
Without anybody making me do that.
Also, you should get help because this is a horrible honest skin. Good nade.
Okay.
Like you've chosen the only Karen on a skin. Like somehow you found that. I don't know.
You didn't even comment
odds.
on the skin last map. Like so.
What was the skin last map? What
I
was
think it was the Mirror Watch one.
Arch
Commandant.
Whatever.
Amari?
It's kind of whatever, you know.
Oh my god. I don't know. I have it on random. So what do you want me to do? You want me to take this off random?
Yeah, have some taste. Have some pride in yourself. Yeah, the nade's fine. Found your opportunity. This is another one of those moments where I think you could ego the Freya, because you're peeking her anyway, so you might as well shoot her in the face.
Yeah, I really should.
Or you can rotate to here, LOS the Freya. There's a window of opportunity here, and you're kind of just like putting out... I mean, honestly, fires that don't really exist. Like, you guys are fine HP-wise.
Yeah.
This is not how you. This is not how you play in ranked. You know, like you wouldn't play like this in ranked. Like here's what I think.
I'd be in the back line right now.
Here's what I say with like the difference between scrimmage and like ranked. With ranked, the comps that you're gonna play are gonna demand you to take deeper flanks, right? In scrims, you're not gonna have the opportunity to take as many flanks, right? But the angles are still important. The proactivity is still important, and in general, you're giving the enemy team more respect with how you roll out, right? But like, for example, like a lot of your actions after that anti-nade don't make any sense. Like you wouldn't do that normally. Okay.
Yeah, I
just have to see. I just have to see this. What happens? I don't know.
I mind controlled him.
Yes, I respect that actually so much. Like right here, for example, caution. Right? Respect.
Yeah.
Now, no respect. Careful. Exactly. Careful. You see bubble?
Every time I see that Freya, I need to think careful.
Careful. Exactly.
Unfortunately, they've named themselves that, so I'm thinking that.
Nice. This is fine. I mean, this is just a dead diva before the fight starts. You know.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't think.
This is the respect. I'm gonna roll out in a really sweaty position just to start, and then play my scouting, really hustle. Like, where's that Freya? Where's that? Okay, good. Love that.
I need to like let my brig just like worry about
Freya. Yeah.
I just don't need to care about that woman.
Yeah, that's right. Don't care about Freya. Right there. Okay, this is the disrespect here. So where you have seen jump, you know Genji's angle, you know Lucio, nano your freaking diva, and then look for an angle right now. Holy crap. Yeah, this is so... Nano, please hold the space. You can't keep losing space, right? You need to go.
Yeah, I need to take a turn.
You need to take a turn, exactly.
Play the video game.
You had your kit. You need to put them on the back foot. You've seen jump, so even if there's bubble there, like, he's not as scary as he was before.
I'm, like, not even trying to play the video game.
Yes.
I'm just letting it be played for me.
That's right. I'm not gonna lie, that this review is making you want to play Ana so much. I freaking love Ana. He's so much fun.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like so AFK.
Okay.
I decided to play Cage. I remember this. I was like, I don't know. Maybe this works.
Well, okay. So you compress your sight line meaninglessly.
Also true.
So I don't mind you leaning towards this side, but I want you here. You need to be here.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
And this is why.
I need to be able to see this coming.
If you shove yourself into a small room, you're going to die. I distinctly remember having this conversation with some Overwatch League players and coaches, and just being convinced that you cannot put yourself in a small room and give up space like this. And you know, like you just can't. Like you cannot do this. You are going to die to this dive now.
Yeah,
not right away. Not right away. Not right away, but it's inevitable, right? Like it's inevitable.
This Lucio just crossed like he did that like a marathon. Like he should not be allowed to do that. Like,
Nate, pop, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm you know, get your shooters involved. Yeah, you're freaking cooked, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's so I'm not even trying to play the game. Like I'm just
Yeah. And if I want to get into like the macro of it, it's because you allowed a Kiriko, Lucio, Winston to close long distances without being shot in the face. Mm-hmm. Your range advantage demands that you punish. Right, you have to punish them in open space. And if you don't, you're cooked. This would be where if I want to get down to the weeds, given the old economy, I think you should probably be kind of sitting here. With where they're staging, sit here and pop, you know? Get your shooters again involved. And if your brig bashes in, that's her problem. I don't know what the frick she's doing. Not into Kitsune. Like, what the frick is that? Like, that's just insanity. That's her fault. You're her loss, right? So, but that's my point. It's like, let her take the L on that one, and then you can get a trade or force more. Because you forced 2 ults, right? They didn't even have to use a support ult or primal here. This is fine to start. Get that pressure as you walk forward. You fill the space. Should be okay here. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Your Brigitte trolled, but like this was okay. Like but did you see the difference? Like the early pressure, respond, live, open space, you can punish that. And you did this without a mercy pocket, or because your Brigitte did not do the same level of respect. I'm curious what her bash was like. Yeah, her shield just broke shit.
This is probably why I like hate when Brigs play with me, because I'm like, I don't use them.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Okay, I was like, why is it so slow? Oh, I'm dumb. End of round. Okay, let's keep going.
This one... Probably the same. We're at 7 points up there. I don't remember this map much.
I would start here.
I was thinking that later.
The reason is you actually won't see their door frame, so that's cheating. But you'll get vantage point and you'll get information. You'll see this tracer.
Anybody who's trying to cross this.
You'll see Freya, and then you go, okay, now we go. Right? And it also it makes it a lot harder for them to do this onto you. It doesn't hit you.
Nade.
Yeah, so you basically make it very difficult for them to nade that, and then you kind of let them do what they want. Just get yourself a little bit of information first. And in here, you definitely need to be taking some space, right? In terms of not necessarily W keying, but swinging your angle, poke it here,
shooting
poke it here, poke it here. If you see an opportunity, you can drop and look for a different vantage point from here. Let's just go. But not here. Like, this is the worst possible spot for you to be.
Yeah,
either here, or here, or here. Or just rotate around. Your Diva's also not taking a lot of space either. I don't know if she's like, oh, backline's dying, so I'm going to sit on my backline, but obviously that's not good. Your Venture's taking some space, so as is your Freya, so that's good. This entire VOD review has just been me dunking on your tank, so I love that, actually.
I mean...
It's perfect. I play DPS, or I dunk on my supports. I'm coaching support, I'm dunking on the tank, so it's just awesome. I'm fulfilling the archetype, like the stereotype.
I didn't think this guy played, like, you know, insanely good. I don't think he played, like, awfully trash, or, like, I couldn't, like, have done more to contribute.
Yeah, oh,
you know?
for sure. Yeah, you did air the first round, so...
He's not hard beating 24/7.
Yeah, this is good. There's no Freya threat here, as long as you know where she is, so this is fine. And then now you can find your tempo. Like, this guy should die. I don't know what the frick this guy... What is this guy? Like, what is going on?
Tank players. No, he jumps at... How much health does he have? 300? And no bubble?
Somebody says, Brig 1, Brig 1. Probably the stupid Freya. Stupid DPS players, man. Those guys are morons.
Okay, why is my Brig standing there taking bolts, though? I'm thinking about that
Actually, that's a good question. She's... Okay. Well, let's... The cycle's complete. Now we're flaming support players again.
It's a story of... Let's paint it. This is my buddy. Oh, he's just hanging out.
Yeah. Just walk.
Pack my Diva, so
the pack. That's a big pack. Bait, nade, bait, shots, bait, jump. It's perfect. And your Diva's controlling some space.
Oh man.
Frick, my Chungus life.
Big Freya, just moment.
I mean, you can't do anything there. The nade's fine.
I could have been proactive. That's like it.
What is, on what?
I don't know where, but like...
Your Diva's crit, so topping off is fine. Your Brig just can't get naded here.
Where does this nade come from? Probably the staircase?
I mean,
yeah. No, it just comes from main. My Brig's not even looking at it!
Yeah, GG's.
Sater.
G freaking G's. That's why support players are just literally Satan, so...
Yeah. I hate all support players. That's
I do too.
Including myself.
I do agree with that. Okay.
Don't worry. My hard trolling arc is coming in.
I'm ready for it.
I have 0 elims to my name. Higher time.
Wait, you have 0 elims this entire game?
0 kills. I think it's final blows actually with the killed tracks. I'm not 100% sure. I think I probably have elims at this point.
Oh, that's true. I'm looking at the stats on the side there. Yeah, you'd have to look at the scorecard here. I wonder if they have that.
They don't have it in custom games.
Okay.
I probably have elims at this point. Oh man, I really just should see this one coming though. I know that.
Well, spot. Okay. So this is where if you're retaking into a really nasty choke, you gotta be creative, right? You gotta be creative.
Yeah.
So you might start here, but all you're doing is this is just the replay of the previous round. You need to stay in spawn. You need to stay in spawn, right? You need to stay right here. You need to nade here, force a bubble, force some cooldowns. Don't walk into the trap. You can tow the trap, you can bait the trap, but you can't walk into the trap. This is you walking into the trap. It's no bueno. If they were quicker here, you would both be dead.
Yeah, I don't know how. I think we only don't die because like where Winston bubbles, like
I don't think Frey had her
as
updraft
the nade
timing.
comes in.
I don't think she had her updraft. Yeah, so she's
No, yeah,
falling
she
as
was-
you get naded. So, brutal.
Yeah, it's like so, but it's yeah, it's so it's such a like it's not deserved at all for that nade. Like from my point of view,
Yes, thank
I
you.
shouldn't allow her to hit that.
Thank you. Sure. Freya dies. Should die. There you go. Good stuff.
I got a
Okay.
kill.
Yay! One in the bag.
I
So
might
easy
double
for
that
you.
soon.
No. No, 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 no.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe.
I don't believe. That is correct.
Listen, sometimes I'm good, and most times bad.
Freya's, that's her spike. That's her lethality. Finding your next angle. That nade was rushed. But it does hit.
It wasn't super rushed. I knew it was. I missed the jump there. I'm a
That's fine.
terrible person.
But it's still fine. You can still
I should
pop,
rotate.
pop,
I need to like
whop,
walk.
pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the noise when you do it too. So
I need to not just hang out in main and predict and slowly wander forward.
you know, or and again, you got to make the noise
Yeah.
too. It's really important.
Need to find a home.
Correct. That's a very
But
Stefano
like-
phrase, and then you don't find a home until you die.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
now
I have no
homeless
house, and then the
and
Freya
dead.
says, "I'm gonna come mug you in the
Yes,
streets."
the city's internal infrastructure is really bad, so they just kill all the homeless, and
Yeah.
so
Oh my God.
yeah, it's super unethical.
Yeah, Freya's next skin, Gavin Newsom.
That's true.
We're giving her.
Yeah,
I just need a home.
that's true. This is okay-ish. It's just you need to commit. You know, am I
need
gonna
to get
commit
into the
to being
room.
in the? Is this my house, or am I
Yeah.
gonna sit here and play around the Freya cycles and ego her when she doesn't have updraft? You know, like
Yeah, this
okay,
is where I'm now. I'm now not baiting things. Now I'm just exposing myself to.
basically
threats
yes. And you shouldn't
randomly.
expose yourself, right? Whether you're homeless or not. That's not ethical.
No, it's true. This is the same thing. I just need to shoot this bubble.
Yeah. It's a little more decisive here. You're finding a window, and for once in your life, hey, we doubled it. We're so good at this game. Nice job. And again, you played more like ranked there. Like you had a crit tank, and you're just like, got a sightline on Freya.
I don't
Frick
care
you.
about you. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care, right?
I just need to shoot. Like I need to trust that you can live. That's like your job.
Yes. And you
Not
found a
mine.
window of vulnerability, right? Like we were talking about it with the Winston player, no bubble, you punish forward, good stuff. This is Frey's not looking at you. So you ego her, right? And you ruin her day. It's like that's
I mean, you can even see it. Like earlier when like I nano my diva so she can fly at the Freya, she still almost dies because that hero just does like so much damage.
yeah.
So, like
yeah.
if I just heal you, like Freya's gonna kill you. I don't know. I'm gonna hit a cooldown today. Don't worry.
One day. Like you're so busy putting out fires, and it's just like she's fine. Like
I don't need to worry about her.
she's fine. She's half. Like you need to get your gay A game. Maybe drop, look for an angle here, rotation, force the nano, something.
Yeah.
Because it's always opportunity cost. Like that. Now your brig's dead.
Not only do I miss everything, but also
Nice.
I'm missing a shot that I don't need to
Yeah.
be doing.
Could still win this. Like this is okay.
Might
Maybe
hit
not.
something.
Oh my days. Oh no. Okay, I do want to highlight one thing, which
I
I think you definitely saw, but I have to see it on my own. Wait for it. Ave Maria.
Happened to Oh yes, I remember this.
Yeah, so yeah.
yes,
that's
yes,
just- it's
yes.
just
He really
beautiful.
wanted that. He said he was gonna go for it.
It's beautiful.
It would have been so cool though. If you
It
hit
would have been
like-
cool. It would have been cool. I actually
That's what you
respect that
gotta
so
do.
much. I respect that so much. Okay. A lot of it is just generic. Like, don't play completely different in scrims. Like, find your
agree.
windows of opportunity. Play with a little bit more confidence. Be a little bit more decisive about your rotations. Whether it's playing more back, like literally in spawn, or before you even take the staircase to kind of bait the engage, or proactively rotate forward. Like,
I think the thing is like you go into it and it's like in my mind it's like, oh, these guys are like gonna like the enemy team is gonna like be able to like coordinate things, and actually like no, they can't, like, because even though they're like good players, they're also like all still trash at coordinating things.
Yes.
Like, they're actually, like,
Everyone's
not
trash.
any more scary.
Everyone's trash, right? So
Like
it's
the
like
Ana's
just
gonna hit the
play
nade and then
game.
call it, and that's not like that wouldn't happen in ranked, but like I actually feel like the ranked nade is like more deadly. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah,
the Winston
sure.
won't be doing some weird like thing where he's like just
Yeah,
trading with
well,
the
they'll be on
diva.
Roadhog, so
He'll also be also true.
open up your angle to the left here.
I know. I
There you
was,
go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's good.
I'm like,
You need to
Rolling.
stop worrying about this. This is your job.
I know.
Your
I
job.
need
Your
to,
job is your job is to tank trade here. Yeah.
I need to kill this guy so that like we can like walk this.
It's just like you just have to trust your Ventureloosi to do the right thing. Like you
Yeah.
because if you look away for 1 second, this guy jumps you, gets your Suzu and TP. You TP in the middle of Guam and you die. Right? Like you are on
Oh,
this angle.
Guam.
Right? I freaking hate Guam. This is your job. This is your job. You're here. I mean, you've heard me say it a million times before. This is your problem, right? When there is something directly in your face, you have to deal with that problem because now, not only did you lose space, not only did you quote unquote waste Suzu, but that's kind of hindsight. Okay, look, but you're also losing the tank trade, right? She had to grab the mega health back because of you, right? And now you're out of position, and then now you're stuck, and you're like, ah, frick, how did I die that? Because you were here dealing with threats, and now you're here in the middle of nowhere.
Dealing with nothing.
Dealing with nothing, right? Dealing with your failure. That's what you're dealing with.
Not only am I not being a solution, now I am a problem.
Right, you are a problem because it's the same thing though, where it's like there's too many things that you're trying to juggle here. Focus on what's in front of your screen.
I just beat the crap out of this Winston.
Yeah, freaking kill that guy. Freaking hate Whooper. Isn't
What
that
a
like the
terrible
mirrored Pokemon? Isn't that like the mirror Pokemon?
Yeah,
dude?
it's that little Whooper is like a little weird like blue like
reflective dude or something, right?
salamander.
Yeah, doesn't he have like some reflect thing? I don't know much about Pokemon.
No, I think that's like the what's the Bubba Fett or whatever it's called. Wobbuffet, I think. I don't know.
Wait,
I'm like actually
moveset
Wobbuffet.
Pokemon. Oh,
Wobbuffet has the mirror move.
Oh,
Whooper's like Whooper looks similar, but like he's
Whooper is
like
like
a weird,
the
salamander
tadpole
creature.
thing.
Yeah.
Quagsire. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whooper runs into Quagsire is a very powerful Pokemon at like the pro scene.
Got it. Okay. What gen is
Because
that?
he
Is
has
that
the
like
ability-
3? It's like Gen 3 or 4?
Yeah, that's Gen 3. That's from
Got
like
it.
the Emerald
That's like
Ruby
the...
Sapphire games. I think I need to deepen an angle like a while ago.
I don't know. I think this is okay. Like, I think this is okay. So, like, you have a
I'm too
nice...
exposed.
Okay, so yeah, you're a little exposed. I don't know. Like, you need... I would play more like on the edge if you need to drop.
You think
But
so?
I don't...
you're
I
probably
think... I don't hate this, I don't hate this. Like we talk about you got a nice little sight line here. You got good vision on tank trade. This is okay in spirit. Let's focus on the spirit of things, not like Ilios specific things. You're kind of dealing with what's in front of you. This is what I like to call like the pro Kyrie angle, where it's like you're doing a lot of healing, but you're doing a lot of healing from a vantage point that like is nice, that plays uniquely to your character, and you do have some good TP angles as well. The only thing there is, like, you kind of saw it. You just need to be ready to drop sooner if you need to.
Yeah.
And you're a little slow in the drop, and so there's a world where you can get punished there. And then, like, for example, here, you need to retake that space. So, it's nice shots, right? Brain dead character, ha. But, like, it's more like, okay, I'm poked out here. I'm getting cleared.
Did you just put, like, 80 hours into a 2-tap character of your own? Like,
I don't know what you're talking about. So, I wouldn't stay
Okay.
here. I would just start to, again, recontest this space or even consider re-peeking this angle here instead. Just don't float. I don't want you in the middle. I want you leaning towards one side. Like right now, for example, you need to move.
Like,
I would TP
so,
top. Yeah.
I'm also like so dead if I like just hang
Yeah.
out there. I don't know why I'm scissoring. I'm going home. I'm finding my home again.
Yes.
This is where like once the Freya is like revealing that she wants to shoot down that lane, I need to like not live here.
Yeah. It's just
I need to, like,
yeah.
stop
So then where,
damage earlier.
assuming that you had the opportunity here to rotate, where would you go?
I mean, I probably want to walk left. I want to get to that little area.
Yep.
I don't know what they call it.
Merry Christmas, right? This is
It's a
what
good
we
house.
call-
I mean, look at that real estate
This is a
value.
beautiful. This is actually a really nice house. It's 2 floors.
Yeah, like-
it's cool to sleep at night. Usually it'd be pretty hot in Greece, but this is like
There's like greenery. There's no
vegetation.
homeowners association.
Yeah. That's it's very.
And I
forgiving.
have like a there's even like a
And you got a pool
downstairs.
You got a pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
And like I have an entire med kit.
True. You have a med
the
kit
house.
and
What is that? A vacuum?
some film equipment
Some
for
lights?
whatever reason. Yeah. It's also your
A
heating
box
system.
to keep my stuff in.
It's little known. Oh wait, that is a vacuum, I think, or something.
I think so.
Or it's the world's ugliest treadmill or something. Like I don't know. I don't know where you'd walk on it. Okay. Yeah. This is just like unclarity about where you guys are fighting and then where your place is within that. So.
Yeah, I can play the map a lot better there, so like somewhat better.
Nice. Good trade. Sad. Disastrous.
I'm a terrible, awful player.
Just because we
Shot.
hate tank players. Brainless.
No, he doesn't have any DM. He ran out. ignore the DM bar.
Yes.
But if he kills that bubble,
True.
then...
That's actually. If maybe he just went blind at that exact moment. It's just really unfortunate.
This is where we need to, like, I'm too far forward, so we don't have a baby. Or genuinely, we should just, like, I don't like this rush.
I mean, I don't think it was too far forward. I think you're okay.
I think if like diagonal rush there is fine. Like I think the
yeah, this
place
is okay.
The rushes is like bad. I like the idea of the rush. I don't like the placement. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be hard because we have a baby, instead of like a real player on our team.
Babies are always hard. This is okay if it just doesn't hit the freaking thing. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like it would be better shot at the Winston.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, also yeah, you need to not hit that wall like a piece
Not
of
hit
shit.
the wall. Crucial tip. Don't hit the
Rushes
wall.
are better if you can use them.
Yes, ultimates are good when you have them. Pro tip.
Yeah. I mean, Kai made me do that, so it's kind of his fault.
I freaking hate Kai. He's just the worst. Yeah, this is okay. It's just like the real lack of value out of the rush just hurt my soul badly. So that's
it's
the main
also
thing.
like I think a lot of the sequences like I'm too, back and forth and like W and S and not like any shy,
lateral,
like
not
finding any like
lateralization. We need some more lateralization, lateral realization. There we go. Get some little spacey here. Good stuff. What the frick is that jump? I don't know why you TP'd. This is what you TP'd away from.
Want to get away from them.
Look at this. Like you can poke.
Yeah, you're right.
Poke. Remember, you gotta force, like you gotta punish the resources so they don't pursue. Because now they can pursue with full HP, right? Exactly. You need to force bubble before you take space. You had the range, and so you need punishments.
I'm a terrible piece of shit.
Punishment before you take space.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just there just isn't enough cooldowns forced early in that fight. Okay.
Yeah, like, but I see the places to be like, I'm a
just lateral stuff. I think what you're trying to do is
in this game.
You're an agent. Yes, exactly. Just trust your process. Trust the angles that you're taking. Don't, whether it's Kiriko or don't completely pivot how you're doing things, and just focus on the threat, whatever threat that is. And okay. Any questions?
Not really.
Okay. No. Obviously, a bit awkward with the code white, but I think all things considered, still fun.
Yeah.
So, I would say it's a pleasure, but
it's never a pleasure. I know.
No.